Hey everybody, Shoebox Legends here. Thanks for joining me on this Thursday morning for a little bit of mail and hobby chat. Just wanted to catch up. I've been out of town about the last week or so. As a matter of fact, starting last Thursday, I drove I think at least 3 hours or more in the car, 6 days out of 7, right up until yesterday. Logged probably over 1,000 miles on the road. Slept in 3 different states, did some work, got some work done. Which was good. Project down in New Jersey, saw a few concerts, got back yesterday and I'm pretty well exhausted, so I'll be working from home the rest of the week and just taking it easy, kind of coasting into the weekend here. And I'll finally be catching up on all of your comments and your content as well, so you'll probably see some activity from me on your channels over the next day or two as I finally get back into the swing of things here, and should get back to some more regular posting here on this channel as well. So on that note, I had a handful of cards here that are sort of in my recently arrived mail stack that haven't been processed into my collection yet, and thought I would just show some pickups off, since that's what everybody comes here for, I would say. First one is a cheap addition to my Bogarts collection. Grabbed this one for around $3 with free shipping. I've talked about this card before, but his 2019 card, I'm trying to get as many variations of it as I can between Topps opening day, Topps Chrome, etc. And I got this nice purple refractor. It's a little cloudy here today, so this is not the best refractor lighting, but you'll just have to take my word for it that in hand, this is nice and sparkly. Although it is, I will say, a little bit more muted than Topps Chrome refractors from other years. But, you know, a necessary card for my Bogarts player collection. It is numbered, as the purple tends to be in Topps Chrome. It was, oops, if I can hold this steady here, numbered out of 299 in 2019. So not, you know, a huge rare pickup or anything like that, but a pretty nice card for a player PC, and that'll be sliding right into the Bogarts Z Folio after I finish shooting this episode. And yeah, in the background here, I've got a box, a couple blasters of Topps Chrome that I picked up. Received a tip from my buddy Peeps that those were available on Target's website maybe 3-4 weeks ago now, so I picked up a couple blasters of those. Not going to rip into that today, but just wanted to have something up in the background there, along with my Muffin Man card and my Banana Bus Matchbox card. Next up, I got, this was a Sport Lots pickup from one seller. It's just 4 cards, and it was a pretty cheap deal. The first 3 are from the Panini Prism hockey release in 2013, which I feel like I kind of talk about endlessly, or I maybe go a little bit overboard with here on the channel, but I just really, really love this set. Got 3 guys here who are, in my mind, absolute locks for the Hockey Hall of Fame in the future, and all 3 are featured on the blue parallel here. Got a Joe Thornton. Love Jumbo Joe. I've got a lot of his stuff. Just an underrated player. I know, you know, longevity is certainly a part of why he's building up sort of the counting stats that he is, but I do think he's been one of the best setup men for many, many years in the NHL. And even though he has yet to hoist that elusive Stanley Cup, I think his just basically individual accolades and, you know, counting stats that he's put up over the years are going to get him enshrined at this point. I think that's pretty much widely agreed upon, so happy to land another parallel of his. Next guy is someone who's already done in the NHL, but is not eligible to be elected just yet, but I'm confident will be, and that is longtime Red Wings captain Henrik Zetterberg. Hank. Love this one. The etching is not coming across too well here, but oh, there you go. You can kind of see it a little bit in the Red Wings logo, but just a beautiful card, as these all are. And I've talked about this so many times now, I feel like a broken record here on the channel, but these are not getting easier to find, particularly in these colored parallels. And so I'm just always on the hunt to get some of the stars of the game. And the last one I have is a goalie. I'm really proud of this one. Marc-Andre Fleury. And this is, I believe, my first Panini Prism card of, other than the base. I have the base set complete, but as far as parallels go, I don't think I had a single Fleury until picking this one up. The goalies look especially nice on this, obviously the helmets and the paint jobs there, and this is just a really nice card. It would be a little bit better if the Penguins were wearing those retro, baby blue uniforms in this photo, but still works nicely. And I'm not really picky when it comes to these. I got this Fleury for $3 even from this seller, and I think Zetterberg and Thornton were like half that, $1.50 a piece. So I've said it before and I'll say it again, but I will just continue to scoop up every single one of those of a bona fide Hall of Famer or future Hall of Famer that I can find for a couple bucks or less. And that was just the latest example of that, having come in while I was away here. And the fourth card that I picked up from this seller is really the reason I started looking around at their inventory to begin with. This is for another project that I'm actively working on that I've mentioned numerous times on the channel now, and that is trying to complete the Cognac Diamond Anniversary Retired Legends parallel set from 2011 Topps. They were in Series 1, Series 2, and Update. There are 74 of them in total, so it's a pretty tall order, but I got one here that I'm pretty proud of. Christy Matthewson. Nice photo there of him hurling the ball, and of course those old pajama-looking turn-of-the-century uniforms are just great. Got the obvious belt there around the midriff, and just a really nice photo. And as with some of the others in this set, the cognac coloring just goes really, really nicely with the New York Giants logo there in the corner. So this is one that I'm very happy to check off. I wish I could say I was done with this project or even close. I do still have a ways to go, but I think I probably have down to single digits, or maybe somewhere between no more than 15 or 20 at most that I am still working on tracking down. So at some point in the future, there will be an episode here where we see all 74 retired Legends parallels from 2011 Topps in cognac format. So looking forward to that. And then in the meantime, the last card I have here is another shiny one, and it's towards a separate project that I'm working on. Mentioned in the outset or the early days of the channel that I was trying to complete a Red Sox team set from the 2019 Topps Chrome Sapphire release. And since we started with a 2019 Chrome card here with this purple Bogarts, makes sense to come full circle and finish with one here. I love these cards because they're basically atomic refractors, especially in 2019 where they don't even have a blue tint to them. They really quite literally are atomic refractors. And kind of was bemoaning in the early days of the channel that I went about this project the wrong way in a sense, in that I started grabbing a lot of the cheaper commons off of ComC early on, but I skipped over a couple of the stars that were more expensive because I didn't want to pay, $5 for a Mookie Betts card when I could get everybody else for, 40 or 50 cents. That proved to be a not so smart decision because with everything that's gone on in the market now, Betts and Bogarts and Devers and those guys are a little bit more expensive than they used to be. And for whatever reason, the Betts card in particular, I've just been having a hell of a time finding, and I just didn't want to overpay. And I finally found a copy, buy it now, for I think it was either $10 even or $9 and change, and landed what was probably the largest remaining hole. I got to do sort of an inventory here in this 2019 Atomic team set with this nice horizontally oriented Mookie Betts card. Look at that shine. Even with the light not being great in here, these Atomics are still just absolutely fantastic. Very, very cool. And of course, this is Betts' final, flagship or chrome card in a Red Sox uniform proper, as he did go to the Dodgers starting in 2020 and won a World Series with them. So just a neat card there, and I was happy that patience paid off. It was an example of not panicking. If I absolutely had to have this a few months ago and just went out and got the cheapest copy I could find at a moment's notice, I think I was looking up, the $40 range or something like that. And, just by waiting a couple months, got this for about 25% of what I could have got one for a couple months back. So just a good reminder to myself that, the hobby is a marathon and not a race, and there's no reason to overpay or fear, fall victim to FOMO or fear of missing out. Just be patient. Chances are, unless you're looking for something super rare, there are other copies out there that'll surface at a later date, and your patience will usually pay off. So that's a wrap for today. We'll call it at 10 minutes. Thanks for stopping by to check out some of the shine. I'll be back in the near future here with some more sports card content. Take care.